Well, I'm Phil Heimlich, and this is the Radical Middle. Can I tell you a little bit about my dad? He's obviously well known for inventing the Heimlich maneuver, which has saved hundreds of thousands of people. But there's a side of him that, in some ways, means more to me than his scientific accomplishments, as great as they were. See, my father had a unique sense of justice. We grew up in the late 50s and early 60s as an upper middle class family, and he was unusual in that he had a compassion, a sense of justice that most people at that time didn't have. I remember there was a black guy doing repairs on our house, and my father took me aside and pointed him and said, "That guy could have been a lawyer or a doctor if he had just grown up in a different time." There was another time I remember that there was a woman who was doing domestic work at our house, a black woman. Her name was Betty, really smart, witty woman. And I remember, again, my dad took me aside and he said to me, "Phil, she could have been a senator if she had grown up at a time where there wasn't discrimination." That sense of justice that he imparted to me really encouraged me to go into law and ultimately to become a prosecutor. And, it influences how I see things today. I tend to view issues differently than most of the people I hang out with. And they're mostly white evangelicals. They're good guys. But I see injustice and I see suffering that they don't always see. If that's true, I owe it all to my dad. I'm Phil Heimlich, and this is The Radical Middle.